In the winter, the land is covered with snow, so vegetables can't grow. People then take to hunting birds and animals for food. There was once a hunter who liked bird meat very much. He would roam the forest looking for them. He especially liked to hunt the golden eagles in a forest near him. But they stay perched on top of the mountain or on treetops most of the time. He watched them for a few days and discovered that they come down in the early morning hours to feed on worms, as the worms would come out of the earth with the first rays of the sun. So the next morning, he spread a net to catch the birds. As it got warmer, a group of eagles arrived, happily tweeting to each other, "Ah, there are a lot of worms out today. We will have a grand feast." Just then, they fell into the net and got trapped. They tried to bite the net, but it was too hard for their beaks. So they prayed to their bird king Jatayu to save them. Now Jatayu was the brave bird in the Ramayana stories. This bird had died saving Sri Sita when Ravan was taking her away in his flying chariot called Pushpak. Jatayu then said, "Remember, the one who is alone, he is weak. But if you all join together, you can become very powerful. Together, you should spread your wings at the same time and fly. You may be inside the net, but in this way, you can still carry the net and fly across to the mice on the other side of the mountain. And then you can ask them to cut the net with their sharp teeth." So the birds said, 1, 2, 3, and they lifted up into the sky, carrying the net with them. They flew across the mountains where the mice lived in their tiny burrows. The mice were very busy searching for nuts to store for the winter. The birds then prayed to the mice, "Oh brothers, please save us. The hunter has trapped us in this net and we cannot come out. Please cut the net with your sharp teeth." The mice are very humble and sweet. They're always ready to help others. That is why Sri Ganesha rides on a mouse. So the mice went crunch, 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 and they cut through the net. The birds were finally free. They thanked the mice and they told them the precious advice from their king Jatayu. "Alone you are weak, but if you come together, you become strong and can fight the enemy." The mice remembered their advice and decided to try it against a cat who used to trouble them a lot. Now this big cat would come every evening to eat them, and the mice were terrified. But after hearing the wise advice of being collective, they all got together. Hundreds of mice surrounded the cat from all sides. The cat felt threatened and he quickly ran away. Now the mice understood that if they were divided or just on their own, they would have been eaten up by the cat in no time. But when they stood together and they helped each other, they became more powerful than the cat, who was more than 3 times their size. In the evening, they decided to celebrate their victory, and they sang, "United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall." And that's the story of the hunter's net. The end.